no ASMR. It's just ASS. That's all you get when you come this way without a single R, dude. Like, it's just nice try, A for effort, but like
that's what I thought
on the masshole spot. I just don't have it. I can't do it. I got no BB, no ASMR. I got nothing. I got 1, 2, 3. That's all I got. That's what I do.
Well, we'll leave it up.
Did you hear me on this one?
I can hear you on that one, yeah.
Switch to this one then.
All right, let's try this. All right, buddy. We're gonna do a quick switch.
Yeah.
It's a lot easier for Brad. That's a big go of it. I'm gonna put my close up, Mr. Yeager.
Now we've got to figure out how to get all of us in the picture.
We'll just have to.
The same ball as like the canister company, right?
And you know and you know like what the commentators call it, right? The ball arena. We call it the sack.
Get the hell out of here! No,
I swear to God, we call it the sack. I swear to God.
All right, I'm done.
That's it. Yeah. End the show, Johnny. Go raid somebody. We're good.
I
On aircraft last week.
And I'm glad. I was gonna say I'm glad Coastal gave that lady his 2 inches worth. I mean 2 cents worth. I'm sorry.
You got Marky bad. I love it. No, that lady, like, she wasn't even discreet about it. No, you can ask Johnny. She like literally leaned over John's shoulder and looked at my phone.
We just got a 10 down countdown, so we're on the rocket ship, blasting off to Dudes and Belts land. Dun, 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 dun. I don't know.
Final frontier.
Yes. Hi, John.
Can you talk again?
Hi, John.
Hey, John.
Well, Lucas, I didn't ask you. I asked Mark.
Oh, jeez. Sound like somebody else I know.
Somebody else is in a bad mood. We're all in bad moods tonight. You see what Preston did all night? We're all pissed off tonight, Johnny. Take it slow. I hate you.
That sound effect is never going to leave anybody's heads, I swear to God.
I hate you so much.
How's it going, everybody? Welcome to another exciting, joyous episode of the Dudes and Belts Recharge Post Show here on Twitch, YouTube, and Rumble. Yes, sir. We are here. And, of course, we're going to be covering everything that happened on episode 454 that you guys just saw about a few minutes ago. Before we get into everything, of course, as always, let's introduce the panel for tonight. On the left, he is your resident masshole himself, the one and only referee, Marky Pins.
What is good, everybody? Welcome to the Dudes and Belts. Normally, Coastal gets the opening kind of few statements, but I get it tonight, so haha, here we go. Welcome to the Dudes and Belts.
That seems to be a trend lately on Thursdays.
A little bit, but that's all right. We're here right now. And another thing that was here tonight was 3 title matches. On one episode of Charge, we got 3 whole title matches. We got a lot to unpack. There was a lot of shenanigans. There was more snake oil salesmen. And he likes to sick the dogs on people. We're going to talk about exactly what I mean in just a few minutes.
And on the right, he is your resident encyclopedia and #1 CMS journalist, I think, even though he was complaining more about what Slade was doing than what he was doing over on commentary. He is the one and only Lucas Bradwell.
I'll give you that. I was getting a little, just like you're getting me worked up right now. I was getting a little worked up.
That's right. We like the energy, Lucas. We love it. That's why we work you up.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're trying to do. It works a little bit, but she did a good job. I'm not going to take anything away from her, regardless of what some other idiots out there in the law office say. I do not hate Slade or anybody else. The only people I hate are the people of the law office. So
that's fair. At least they've earned that. They've definitely earned that.
You know what you need, Lucas? And it just dawned on me during this episode. You know what you're missing when you're trying to get stories and interviews and all that stuff backstage? Why you're having such a hard time?
What's that?
You need to carry a microphone.
A microphone.
Yeah. See?
Slade did have a mic tonight.
See?
She did have a mic.
Her
See?
interviews. That's right.
It makes you more
You
credible,
might
my
be-
guy.
you might
Makes
be
you
on-
more
might be-
credible.
You might be onto something. You might be onto something.
See?
You know, I might actually come up with my own little Lucas Bradwell twist on it. Well,
I might be
We'll
an
work on it.
asshole, but I definitely come up with good suggestions from time to time.
We got to come up with like a Luca phone or
Did
something.
you-
It can't just be a regular microphone. That's not good enough.
no,
That's
no.
not good enough
No.
for the number
No.
one journalist from the
You
CMS.
can't name a microphone after one of the best basketball players in this era. Come on now.
No, it's not. All right, then it's a Lucas Bradwell a phone. Let's talk basketball. We're talking pro wrestling. We're
yeah.
talking wrestling. Basketball sucks. We're talking wrestling. Wrestling does not
And we-
suck.
And we didn't call it the Joker phone. We called it the Luca phone. So it's not the best basketball player in the world.
It was a joke. No one likes that guy on the Lakers, let's be honest. Anyways.
Are there people
one
that
likes
even
the
like the
Lakers.
Lakers? I was gonna say, as a Boston fan, aren't we born on purpose hating the Lakers, like regardless?
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's what I thought, and then LeBron confirmed it. So we good.
It's like everybody hates the Cowboys too. We all hate the Lakers, the Cowboys, the Yankees.
Well, somebody on this squad would definitely disagree with you on that statement right there.
Well,
Well, doesn't it say something that he's a Cowboys fan anyway?
yeah.
Sorry, Coastal. If you have, I'm sorry, I had to. I'm sorry,
It's kind of valid.
a little bit.
Kind of valid.
Well, you know, a little bit.
All right. Who do we have in the chats before we start off here? We got Queen, we got Hunter, we got all the normal Twitch guys over on Twitch. We have Eric Reyes, one of your faves. Lucas is on YouTube.
Yeah. Just,
Bright and
God,
early
wait a
and
moment.
bright and early and ready to chip chap. Lucas can't do one job right, let alone two. Already starting off with the
No.
comments.
He does three
Yeah.
jobs, guy. You can't even count, and you're in a
Let's-
law office.
Ring
He's an
announcing. That's right,
interviewer?
yeah.
He's a commentator, and then four. He's a ring announcer, and he's a dude on the show. What are you doing, Eric? You got one thing that you do. All you do is listen to Preston. That's all you got.
Hate is
We got a guy over here that's so multifaceted, it hurts. Up your game, kid.
Hate,
Up the game. What are you
hate
talking
is a strong word for someone made of flesh and bone.
Is that like a veiled threat? What is that?
Just going off of what he just said in chat.
Well, I know. I'm asking.
I'm
him,
just the
is that-
messenger.
Is it? I know. I'm not saying you're saying it. I'm asking him. Is that supposed to be some kind of a veiled threat? What is? I don't know. He tells me that I hate women, so that's a strong word.
You know,
right?
we weren't even going to
Extremely.
bring that up. We weren't going to bring that up, but now everything's going to be going
Well-
off in chat now, and then the law office
Well-
buddies
well,
are going to
it-
show up
it-
now
all-
and give you shit and
all
give
during
us
the
shit.
show, all during the show, when I'm watching Charge, I'm just sitting there having a good time watching this great episode of Charge, and I see Eric Reyes and Preston, accusing me of hating women, the same old stupid crap that spews out of their mouth. So
It is weekly. It's the same garbage, but
Yeah.
it's also very different because of how easy they're going on her. Like, I don't see anybody asking for Slade's credentials. I don't see Slade doing any other work other than just walking around and getting interviews. I see a lot of things kind of just being handed out without really earning it. What'd she do? What'd she do?
besides,
Lucas's name is on the list of the greatest broadcasters ever. Ever. It's right there.
She thought outside the box and brought a microphone.
now you're defending her. Oh, way to go.
I'm playing it down the middle like I've always been
you're-
the
you're-
entire time
Yeah.
we've been doing this show, and that's what I'm going to
fine.
stick to it.
Yeah, I wouldn't expect anything less or more from
And
you.
you do the same thing. I don't want to hear it from you.
I do, and I appreciate that you call it down the line, because sometimes we have to keep Maki and Coastal in check because they get a little off the rails one way or the other. So
You're absolutely right.
Yeah.
No, you guys are definitely the dose of the middle when sometimes I'm going my way or Coastal's going his way. No, you guys kind of grab us and bring us back into the middle of it here. Usually Johnny does it with a little more pepper than you do, but
Yeah.
it's all right.
Depends on the day.
That's what I'm saying, but it's always more pepper regardless.
Um,
Just whether it's cayenne or black pepper or
yeah,
whatever
Lucas,
it might
you're
be.
gonna have to prepare yourself for if this whole Coastal/Wake thing happens. You weren't here during that whole time span. I know you were watching.
I was a
but
spectator. I was
yeah.
a spectator. I know what I'm in store for.
It's gonna be a rough one. So we're definitely gonna need your unbiased analyst integrity on this show when that happens.
You'll get it. I promise.
All right. Shall we start off with some Lockets action?
We should.
We should.
To open the show, Lockets champion is on the line. Lola Yara proving to the world that she is a fighting Lockets champion. Going up against Izzy O'Reilly. Izzy gets her first actual shot at the Lockets championship after a very impressive win over the Warhammer Lilith Grimm in the pre-show of Milestone.
Extremely impressive on a returning Warhammer. But see, you said it perfectly, John.
Did I?
That Lola, I think you did.
Wow.
In a sense, Lola is a fighting champion. The problem is that she stopped fighting when the ref said 5. Because you can only go so far pulling hair and mounting your opponent in the middle of the ring and throwing full fist shots into somebody's jaw before the ref gets pretty pissed off and throws the match out.
I think it was
Before
a choke
that,
too.
though. And we were, there was definitely the choke and right. So she really just didn't stop fighting, even when she was breaking all the rules, which we've learned and come to expect from the law office that they don't follow the regular rules. They follow the contract that they signed with themselves. And that's the only rules. But before that, Izzy is continuing, and it is so great to see. Lucas, you're there. You see a lot more of it than we do. But it is great to see Izzy getting in the ring with all the confidence of still being one of the newest Lockets out there. And getting in the ring with people like Mo, getting mentored, getting in the ring with people like Lola, who is the Lockets champion, and showing no fear, no intimidation, and just moving forward. And that's one of the greatest things about Izzy, is that she doesn't back up. She doesn't get stifled at all. She just keeps moving forward. She has the power advantage against Lola and uses it early. Lola can't get a damn thing going until she starts pulling the hair, and then she gets on top, like we said. She gets on top and starts mounting her with the full fist punches, and then the choke to just add insult to injury. And Ref Eli throws it out and disqualifies Lola, which I believe was the complete and utter right call. 7 days a week, and every single one that ends with a Y. So in this case, this was Lola and Preston kind of getting out of Dodge. But see, here's the thing. Lucas, maybe you can attest to this, and I don't know what this does behind the scenes. I kind of think I do. This is now a win for Izzy O'Reilly over the Lockets champion. Whether or not it's a disqualification or a count out or whatever it may be, the winners column says Izzy O'Reilly on this match tonight. So this is huge for Iz, for some confidence and anything else. Do you think in a chaotic Lockets division like we got right now, that this is putting Izzy maybe a step or two higher on some other people? Because like I said, a dub's a dub. And we've been told it many times by the sneaky and by the honorable that a dub is still a dub. What do you think?
I totally agree. A W is a W. But the problem is this was a title match. So, and title matches just don't come around all the time, right? So when you have a chance to capture a title, you've got to make sure that you win by pinfall or submission. And that's the only issue here is Izzy's not guaranteed a rematch just because she got a win here. this was a title match. She had a chance to win the Lockettes title, and unfortunately, she didn't win the Lockettes title. She won the match, but not the title. So it's kind of a double-edged sword for her. Yeah, she gets a great victory, but at the same time, doesn't guarantee her anything. Yeah, it makes her look a little good. It might give her some some extra points when the powers that be are picking who's going to be the next contender. But at the same time, it was a missed opportunity, and it wasn't her fault.
That's fair.
It wasn't her fault. It was Lola losing her mind, maybe on purpose, knowing that nothing was going to happen to her, but she didn't care about the loss. The loss didn't matter to her. She's the champion. So
no, not at all. And you could, the way she was staring right at Ref Eli when he was counting, and she's just like, go ahead. I don't care. Go ahead, do it.
Yeah.
This was purposeful, and I think there was a plan.
Yeah. Well, and there, but it looks to be, and I'm sure we're going to talk about that in a second, but it looks to me though that the powers that be, at least in D'Lo and Mercury Yaden, they're paying attention to what's going on. They're seeing some things happening. It looks like there's some discussions to be had about what's been taking place.
Well, it's very easy to notice because it's week in and week out. And especially since Preston has changed his attire to the entire Lego Friends color palette, that it's become very, very easy to spot and see where he is and what he's doing at all times. So you might as well just shine a spotlight on yourself, Preston, because one of these days it's going to burn you.
All right. So I know somebody's got Twitch chat up, so I'm just going to do the shout out. I'm going to do the shout out, and then I'm sure you guys are going to have some ridiculous comments coming up. Preston subscribing to Tier 1 for 32 months over on Twitch. And I will say this.
For that.
What's that?
I wonder who's paying for his subscription. It's damn sure not him.
Every month.
Well, this sounds like a perfect time to one-up the little guy.
Well, hold up. Oh, there, Lucas for 36, beating Preston by 4 months in the race.
We can't give Lucas guff anymore. We cannot give him guff about the numbers.
All right.
We can't.
Hold up. We got some more stuff brewing over here. We have Elderon Entertainment over on YouTube with a $2 super chat.
My boy Corey. That's cameraman Corey right there. That's the guy.
Boom, boom.
Corey's
Appreciate
the man.
you.
Check out his Facebook. Check out his vlog. Check it out.
Yeah. YouTube vlog, Elderton Entertainment. What a great vlog it is.
And oh boy, Lucas. Eric Reyes, classic Lucas downplaying women's achievements.
Oh my God. Did I not?
Oh my God.
You opened the door, unfortunately. How
did I open the door?
You did, because you talked about downplaying woman right off the get-go before we started talking about this match.
Downplaying woman? What?
That's what Eric said. I'm just, again, messenger. Hello.
How was I downplaying women? I swear, I can't argue with idiots. This is idiocy.
I kind of like this. I'm not going to lie. Lucas, with all this energy right now, I kind of like this. He's getting red. You can tell.
Because it's stupid. It's gaslighting to the max. It's stupid. It doesn't make sense here, Mars, Jupiter, or Uranus. It doesn't make sense anywhere except in his dome. And I think his dome is Uranus.
Yes, exactly. I was going to say his head is right up in Uranus.
Because it's so full of bleep that it's the only thing he can regurgitate.
I will say Elderon Entertainment with another $2 super chat to kind of brighten the moods over here.
That's my boy.
On YouTube.
Man, Corey, thank you, sir.
And Preston over here, congrats to Izzy for the win. I love that Lola is out there giving opportunities to the young kids in the locker room. A true locker room leader.
Okay.
You ready to go? Ready to continue?
Sure.
Lucas, I'm gonna.
What? Okay. Let's go. I'm ready.
you're amped up now. I like it. Uh, so since we did bring up the rules, the possible rule changes that D'Lo and Mercury Yaden are brewing due to the unfortunate circumstances of the law office in recent weeks. Do you have any insight? Have you heard any rumors about what could be going down in the next couple weeks as it pertains to the bylaws of RMP possibly being changed that Preston hopefully cannot get his dirty hands on?
It's an important question.
It is, and I've heard that there is going to be a very serious meeting with Mercury Yaden and D'Lo and maybe some other high ups that might have some input, and that they're going to come to a very detailed understanding of what the rules are supposed to be, what are going to be enforced, and it's going to be very strict. That's all what I've heard so far. Don't know any exact details yet on what those exact rules are going to be, or what exact rules are going to be strictly enforced. But I can tell you there's going to be a meeting, and I'm will tell you that probably within the next few weeks there will be some announcements on that.
That's huge.
All right. Casanova, you know I'm not going to say I'm a saint and follow all the rules, but bending the rules and it takes 4 jerks to beat me is pretty low. We'll get to that one.
Oh, yeah, we're going to get to that. We already talked about that, how Preston likes to sick the dogs on you and has been lately. We're going to get to that. 100%, Johnny. That did not go unnoticed.
And Mr. Reyes, the rain to end all rains. That was the message. So,
okay.
How do we feel about Dak Draper and Damon Ace next week?
Yeah. Yes, please.
Please. With sugar on top. Please.
Yeah.
Please.
Well, that during the interaction got announced during the episode, so it looks like we'll be seeing Dak Draper going up against Damon Ace, and I believe it's for the championship, right, Lucas? If I'm not mistaken.
He did. Yeah. Damon said, "I'll put my title on the line."
Yes, he did. He also said he'd beat Dak's dog too. Out of nowhere, I'll beat your dog too.
Leave Dog Draper alone. That dog is...
I completely agree.
Yeah.
Leave Dog Draper alone. Like, that is the continuance of the fanny pack of all the good legend before Dak grew the mustache. When he dropped the fanny pack and drew the mustache, the whole thing was over. Now this is just Draper now. This isn't even Dak. So
he's taught that dog how to give nucks. That dog is awesome.
I love that dog.
Yeah.
I love that dog.
All right.
Instantly, I love that dog more than my own. Sorry, Rosie, I love you.
No.
All right, let's see. Johnny Casanova and Preston have officially crossed paths in the chat. We'll let that brew for a little bit. Let's move on to another title that was up for grabs during this episode, as well as we also had Lord Mitchell Taylor going up against your charge champion, Caden Koyama, in one-on-one competition for that title. Fellas.
Yep.
Caden Koyama, once again, proving the workhorse that he is, retains that title.
I have to say one thing out loud right now. As much of a knucklehead
Here we go.
as Lord Mitchell Taylor is, he is extremely entertaining. I don't like him in the ring. I honestly, every time the bell rings, I hope he loses. But the guy is gold. He called the charge champion Koiden Koyama. And then Caden Koyama came out and corrected the situation. We know Lord Mitchell Taylor, right? We all know. He works slow, old school, methodically. It's the way he does it. And a lot of times it works. It takes the younger guys by surprise. But you're not going to take Caden Koyama by surprise in this. Caden, it's up and down in the match. It's not a very long match, but it's a little bit more back and forth than I honestly thought it was going to be. I got to give Mitchell Taylor credit here. He hung with the charge champion for a good deal of the match. And at the very end of it, Koyama just showed his resourcefulness, and we got the big roll-up after his good luck charm, who we've been known to call the Aristobrat herself, tried to slip the knucks yet again. See, Mitchell, right? I think he's evolving. We've seen him put the knucks in the turnbuckle pad. We've seen him put the knucks in his own knee pad. We've seen him put it in his elbow. We've seen him put it everywhere. This time he had it in the bag, but he had his valet carrying it and did a very good job of distracting ref Alex. It was Alex in this match. Did a very good job of distracting Alex, but it didn't end up working. Koyama's too smart for that. Because right now, Caden Koyama is riding too high to fall for a tactic like that. He's seen it. He's already done that kind of stuff. So, like, he smells this stuff coming a mile away. And especially when you're in the ring with his lordship himself, you know it's coming at some point in time. And Koyama did the homework, is still the charge champion. Caden Koyama is just going out there and living up to the name of Mr. Every Night. Talk about Caden for a minute.
Yeah, Mr. Every Night. Yeah, it seems like every single night he's defending that charge championship. It's,
Yep.
he's defending it. He's defending it on charge. Hell, he's defending it on ignition. He's defending it everywhere. It doesn't matter. He week in and week out against every kind of different opponent. It seems like, he's, whether it's been, the high flyers like the Team Reckless, if he's going up against them, it doesn't matter if it's Camacho or if it's against Lord Mitchell Taylor, an old school guy. It could be a big giant of a guy. It doesn't matter. It seems like he has a game plan for every single opponent. It seems like his confidence is at an all-time high. This guy is just at the very top of his game, and I've said it before. It's a joy to watch him when you're seeing somebody operate at such a high level. That's just a joy to watch. It's kind of like, when you're watching greats in basketball doing their thing, or greats in football or whatever. When someone's operating at, it doesn't even matter if you absolutely don't even like the guy, you still can enjoy what they're doing in the ring. And right now, Caden Koyama, his attitude is good. He's doing things the right way. I've gotten to actually know and admire and respect Caden Koyama. So he's keeping this up. It's going to be going down as one of the all-time great charge title runs. It already is kind of shaping up to be the way he's defending that title each and every week. Just a great title run so far.
And it's great to see that it doesn't create any animosity between the brothers, him and Casanova and JK Pop, that one is the champion, because Casanova is supporting him like his biggest fan. And that is how both guys succeed in the tag team division. You don't want to create any animosity like that. We've seen it happen in the past. One of the guys wins the singles and the tag team kind of goes to crap after that. But JK Pop not doing that. So they've come a long way. JK Pop in the last year they've been through a whole load of guff, and now they're dealing with the law office. But at the same point, it's good to see these two guys sticking together, common cause of just moving forward in Rocky Mountain Pro, because it is the fastest way that they get back to a tag team title match. By far, it's the best way.
And unfortunately, the work is just not going to stop, as we also found out during this episode that Caden Koyama will also once again be defending the Charge Championship next week against Kevin Koa, looking for a bounce back after the Milestone 15 loss to Remy D.
Does he just live under the stage? He just
I think so. I think that's his hangout.
I mean, he had lights and a place to sit, and he had everything under there. Like, all he was missing was Wi-Fi.
Let's see. Reyes, Koyama took the easy way out, and he also wants a crack at that belt. He can't take the heat of these kicks, son.
On.
Okay.
Yes. Eric called Caden son.
Yeah.
Riddle me that.
Yeah.
No, Casanova, I'm sorry. Johnny, that's not what I said. That's not what I said at all. It's great to see both of you working in unison. Has nothing to do with any of that other stuff. That was years ago that we said that stuff, and we were just trying to piss you off. Just being honest.
Mark, I don't think we need any more heat than we already have on us right now.
What are you talking about? He commented. I replied to his comment.
He goes, he is, though.
That's why they're tight. That's why they're still together. That's why they've lasted this long. Mutual levels of respect. You asked me a year ago to talk like this, and I would have told you to pound sand till you made glass. But what we've been seeing is exactly that truth, that they are united together for each other.
All right,
Love to see it.
we have once again another championship match to talk about here,
Oh,
and
God.
this one is for the NRW Championship. Now, when this show started, actually, the actual start of the show, we saw that Enrique was in the back while Zamori was looking for the prosecutor, it looks like, and it just so happens that Enrique was holding what looks like a gas mask, which looks almost exactly like the prosecutor's mask. So at one point, we thought that Enrique got caught red-handed. Little do we know that during this NRW Championship match, there was another guy with the mask that also looked like the prosecutor. So now I think we're all confused and befuddled here. What say you?
I think we got some doppelgangers running around. I think we got some copycats running around. I think we got some people that saw a good idea and saw that people got away with something. And I think we got a couple copycats lying around. Look, not only did Calderon have the mask in his hands, he was also wearing the black overalls and the black boots.
I mean, he's been wearing that
All he
for
was
the past
missing-
few weeks, though.
But all he's missing is the hoodie, and bang, you got a prosecutor. Just because he said it, and he does it. And keep in mind, Calderon has friends. He has buddies. We've seen him with Hendrix before. We've seen him with a few other people before.
He has one
We've
currently
seen
right
him hanging
now.
out with Oren Vite.
He has one currently, and
I
that's
don't-
Oren.
Where was Oren tonight? We didn't see him at all, did we?
Haven't
Or
seen him
did
since
we?
Milestone.
It's confusing at this point.
Yeah.
There's still more to the story. We need
But the match
of the
itself.
story. Yeah.
Enrique versus
Z
Zamora.
come out. Z's got the new music. And Z went back to the larger than life trunks. This is Zamore. This wasn't the Green Machine. This was Zamore tonight coming out and flexing that muscle. And that's exactly what he did. Calderon tried. Zamore's just got the power. Like, that's the story of this particular encounter, is that it didn't matter what Calderon tried. He got to chip away a little bit, right? But by no means did he sculpt anything. All he did was chip a few bricks off the top. But Zamore is just ready. He was tossing Calderon around the ring like he was like pizza dough, just flinging him over there somewhere. But Zamore gets the big win. He puts it to rest. Calderon's shot is come and gone. Big Samoan drop at the end. And damn, Z looks good. The people love him. You could tell the confidence is brimming on the inside of him. He's going nowhere but up. But he's still looking for that prosecutor. And Lucas, that could be something detrimental if he's got something on the back of his mind. We've seen this before. The champion's ready to go. He's out there, but then there's still something, that little nugget, that drawer in the file cabinet that he left open up here. Could that be something in the future that comes back and bites Z?
I think it can. We've seen that Zamore can get distracted. He can get, his mind starts being focused on other things. When he was having kind of some personal issues, we saw he was having some struggles, right? And
Yes.
it took him a while to get back on track and finally get refocused. And when he did, then he started getting on this roll. So yeah, he's got to try to stay focused, not get too caught up with this prosecutor, but also keep your head on a swivel. There's somebody's playing some mind games, and I think there might be some collusion. There might be some collusion going on. There might be, there's more than just one person that's stirring this up. And I think Enrique Calderon is a part of this. I think that there's some other people that are a part of this. I don't know exactly who may all be involved. Who knows? This may be another Preston scheme. I do not know. I'm just
That's possible.
I'm just shooting it out there. I'm not accusing anybody. I'm just saying I know that look, what group has had their eye on that NRW championship for a while? It's been the Law Office. Dylan Anderson was a former NRW champion. And now guess who is the new number one contender, which we're going to talk about here in just a moment. So, yeah. So you can start putting all the pieces of the puzzle together and come up with your own conclusion.
Let me
It
ask
makes
you
a clear
something.
picture.
let me ask you something. Did Caden's mom actually get a flat tire?
I wasn't aware of anything. I don't know. I mean, we're gonna have to ask
Why would he
Caden
lie?
himself. Well,
Why would he lie?
Well, it just so happens that he stepped away knowing that
or
that brother had a big match coming up, and Briscoe was the only one that would have assisted, I guess, in a way during this match, because he was also in this match. Would have at least had Johnny Casanova's back, but Jason Knoll and Briscoe kind of eliminated themselves at the beginning of the match, and obviously, as we're going to talk about right here, I almost kind of feel like the law office had something to do with that. It was just coincidence how that phone call happened right before his match.
Well, maybe somebody went and visited Mrs. Koyama and had a bag full of nails. Maybe that happened.
Maybe.
That is far more likely. Far more likely. Remember we saw Preston with his phone right before the match? Yeah, right.
So during this match, well, let me get the match out. So we have the number one contendership for Zamori's NRW championship in this fatal four-way match. Well, supposed to be fatal four-way with Jason Knoll versus Briscoe Crown versus Dylan Anderson versus Johnny Casanova in chat. So basically, it was 1v1v1v4.
Yeah, kind of.
So,
Kind of.
anyways, that's all I'm going to say about this match, because I'm sure this guy on the left definitely has some issues during this match, and I'm sure Lucas might have a gripe too, considering how this night started. So,
To be honest, yeah, I do have a gripe. Look, he would sit here and chat and say he was just doing what he had to do for one of his law office members. And while that is remotely true if you go out on the longest of limbs, the nature of the match was just a pack of wild dogs that went in and like destroyed their prey all at once. That was what we ended up seeing. Briscoe and Jason take it right to the outside early. I mean, they take a start on Dylan because Dylan starts flapping his gums. So everybody takes a start on Dylan. But once that breaks up, the guys kind of pair off. And you can understand why Casanova had beef with Anderson, why they started together. You can understand why Briz and Jason Knoll had beef, why they started together. It makes complete and utter sense. And I almost think it was something that Preston kind of counted on. It would make sense that if the two guys that have had beef with each other for that long, Knoll and Briscoe, eliminate themselves or kind of clear their way out of the ring, then now he can just sick the dogs on Casanova, and it literally becomes a 4-on-1. And that's exactly what ended up happening, to the degree that there was one guy pinning Johnny and two guys holding him down, while Ref Eli was having an attack of conscience to even make this pin, but he had no choice but to, Lucas. He had no choice but to count that 3 because it's a fatal 4-way match, and as scummy as it is, he had to.
Well, here's my question. And this is probably a question for Mercury Yaden and D'Lo Brown. Why is it that a 4-way match or a triple threat match, there still should be rules, right? Just because it didn't say no disqualification 4-way match, it's just a fatal 4-way match.
triple threats and fatal 4-way typically are no DQ to begin with.
And that's why I have an issue with that. I have an issue with, I get it. It's typically what it is, but I'm telling you that I think there's going to be Maki just lost it. So something. Oh,
what do you do?
Johnny Casanova just broke Maki pins.
I missed that.
Yeah. You
Did
need
he
to
spit
look at
water
the-
at least? Did he make it worth it?
No. I'm sorry.
Oh, I see.
sorry.
I see. You want me to read the comment out loud so we can break you again in real time. I gotcha. All right.
No,
So
that's
his
not necessary.
briefcase did have a bunch of nails in it. And then he also proceeds to go, as well as a French tickler, a hamster, and a tube of Vaseline. Yes, sir. Johnny being creative. And Preston, I didn't even know you swung like that, my guy. Wow.
Well, apparently
You
it's
learn
Preston
something
that
new every
seems that
day,
way.
folks. Damn.
Preston with the Richard Gere special in his briefcase.
God.
I can't. The Richard Gere special. Oh my God. If you know, you know. If you don't,
Yeah.
Google it.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Oh my God, Johnny, you get me. It's like the 5th time you've got me hot. That you got me. Oh, but it's true. He said what we were all thinking anyway. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I forgot even what the hell I was talking about, but that's quite all right.
It definitely wasn't Vaseline and hamsters, I can tell you that.
No, it was not.
That was something
Anyway.
else.
Oh, I know what I was talking about. So I was talking
Okay.
about the rule maybe needs to be looked at and possibly changed about a fatal 4-way match. I think just because it's a 4-way match doesn't mean that everybody and their brothers can come in and interfere in the match. I think there needs to be some kind of needs to be rules in a 4-way match.
All right, let's see.
And so I am suggesting that D'Lo Brown and Mercury Aiden talk about that. I'm sure they're going to talk about that after seeing this matchup.
Okay.
Yeah.
Besides me clipping that nonsense right there for a second, that one took a few minutes. I do have to catch up on chats. And we have Eric Reyes over on YouTube. There's no DQ in a fatal 4-way match. You have to.
Well, there needs
Zach,
to
will
be.
you chill? I'm not done yet. Calm yourself. I understand you're amped up tonight, but goddamn, let me do my job, Lucas.
Yes, Johnny.
You'd have to be a moron not to use that to your advantage.
Good point. It's a good, yeah. If it is part of the rules, then fine. But all I'm saying is now everyone's seeing that they are taking clear advantage of the situation. So I think there needs to be rules put in place. Obviously, they've done enough damage in Rocky Mountain Pro that there is a discussion even taking place between D'Lo and Mercury Aiden. So this just adds to it.
And then Preston over here on Twitch decided to chime in and basically kind of echoed Eric Reyes. Fatal 4-ways are no DQ. I thought you were a journalist, Lucas.
I freaking know that's no DQ. All I'm saying is that it shouldn't be. Oh, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying it's a stupid rule that needs to be changed because dirtbags like you take advantage of it.
French tickler
Plain and simple.
Vaseline. Are you sure you're not talking about Triple I?
No, that would be Jergens lotion.
That would, he
Yes,
was definitely
yes.
a lotion guy. Yeah, he wasn't a lube guy. He was a lotion guy, 100%.
And I'm choosing to ignore Johnny's nonsense, which I'm not surprised. And then Eric Reyes says, spreading fake news, Lucas.
Yeah. That's all these idiots do is just
Oh
say
my
stupid
God,
stuff.
the Prodigy has returned on Twitch. Johnny Dewdrop, 100 bits. Enjoy the coffee, everyone. I haven't seen that guy in a minute.
It's been a few minutes. It
Look
has
at that.
definitely been a while.
It's been a minute. How you doing, Johnny Dewdrop, whoever you are? I'm very curious now. Been using that
So,
name for quite a bit.
If I can bring up one small topic that we haven't even touched on yet.
We got time.
Okay. So we saw what the law office did to Casanova in this match. We just talked about it. What about Briscoe and Jason Knoll? None of that is solved whatsoever, is it? This is like the war that's just going to keep going and going and going. Is there any opinions on that? Any opinions of us wanting to continue to see Briscoe destroy Jason Knoll? Because I'm here for that.
Or vice versa.
I'm 100% here for that.
Or vice versa.
It could happen. Yeah. Jason Knoll.
It could.
And here's the thing. Jason Knoll, we've seen this before with Jason Knoll, where he gets under a person's skin and they just fight everywhere and they can't keep their hands off each other. I remember him and Zamore. Remember about a year ago, him and Zamore could not keep their hands off of each other, like for like months on end. Everywhere they were at, it was whether it was outside the quarry, it was at the beer spot, it was everywhere. They just could not keep their hands. This is starting to be what that was as well. It just seems like Jason Knoll gets under people's skin and they just want to fight him all the time.
You're all set, Mark?
Yeah. No, I just wanted to bring that up because we haven't touched on that. And that's something that's been happening for a while. That wasn't just, these other guys. No, there is absolute history between these two, and it's not getting any easier. And the matter of fact, it's almost like it's setting up for an even bigger collision than what we saw at Milestone and what we saw earlier tonight.
All right. We saw Pretty City Express lay waste to their opponents last week on Charge. And we also saw this week Chopper City chilling poolside at the spa, relaxing, enjoying their victory over Milestone 15. But Bruce Wayne's laid down a challenge that if either Class or Reno is able to defeat Atiba in a one-on-one match, that they will once again have an opportunity to reclaim those tag team championships at a future date. Thoughts on possibly having another match between these two teams?
Yes, please.
Yes,
please. After the gem that they laid down at Milestone with how good that match was, you could tell that the chemistry is just off the charts with both of these guys. And when they get in there, like you were saying earlier, Lucas, it's like watching professional athletes, but not just any professional athletes, the elite professional athletes go at it elitely. And that's what these four guys did. And that's what they may end up doing again. Class Reno versus Atiba, either one, going to be a very evenly matched match. I don't care if it's Class or Reno. The XP is similar. The body sizes are similar. The XP, all of it is similar. I'm down for it. I'm here. Do I want them to have another title shot? No, not really. I'd like to see Atiba win that match and just confirm Chopper City and move forward. But if they pull some like Dirty City Express, all right, if they pull some Dirty City Express, then we're going to get that tag match. And that's going to be another absolute gem in the Rocky Mountain Pro ring. And I'm here for that too.
Totally down for it. I'm under one of those guys that I just like to see best versus the best, right?
Yep.
The best tag teams against the best tag teams. And whether you like Pretty City Express or not, they're one of the best tag teams maybe that's ever stepped foot in the Rocky Mountain Pro. So, and we know that Chopper City, they're the best. So you got right now, they're the best. So you get the two, you put them together, and let's make magic. That's all I care about. I want the best competition. I'm like that with all my sports. I want the two best teams going at it. So let's do it.
Sure as hell no, it ain't the Rockies this year. That's for sure.
Yeah, the Rockies in the 1891 Cleveland Spiders. That's who they need to face.
Red Sox.
Pulling out the history. That he just pulled out some of the old encyclopedia right there. That wasn't the journalist. That was the old encyclopedia right there. I love to hear that.
Boy, did the Red Sox put a pounding on the Rockies this past week.
Yeah, but so couldn't a little league team.
Yeah, yeah. The
Sorry.
bad news
Just-
Bears could put a beating on the Rockies.
All right. Obviously, we saw another tease from Remy, causing more mystery on what he'll be doing next. A little scripture during that package. So we'll see what happens with that as we move forward week by week on Charge. That's why you don't miss Charge every week. Make sure you tune in every Thursday night, 7 p.m. Mountain Time, 9 p.m. over on the East Coast on YouTube and Twitch. We do show it live on Twitch as it airs, and then, of course, immediately you get us. And as you can see, depending on the mood, we're either putting on a great, fantastic, high-energy show, or we are just tie-tie. So,
Well, you know,
so such is life, week by week.
depends on what happens on the show too. Whether we have just a regular show without the law office screwing it up, or we have a law office heavy show where they screw it up.
It's at least half the show. It's at least half the show.
Lately,
Yes.
the law office is like almost doing everything they can to take over Rocky Mountain Pro, is what it seems like.
All right, let's get to the main event, and we'll get to all of the nice comments that are going on around Twitch and YouTube and Rumble. You were talking about best of the best, Lucas, not too long ago with Pretty City Express and Chopper City. Well, I think we got one here in the main event. I don't know about you guys, but you have one of the staples of Rocky Mountain Pro when that got established in 2016, and even before that in the NRW days, Dak Draper going up against WWE ID prospect Ice Williams.
Lucas, this was so good. You got to sit with this. Do you want to give the recap for this? Because you were right there. I just sat here and I shut up and I just watched. It was good.
Yeah, it was really good, and it started off kind of the way you would expect it to. Ice Williams was pumped up and ready for this matchup, man. He was ready. I think Milestone left a bad taste in his mouth. The way it ended, the way Dak Draper kind of stole that matchup with that low kick to the ropes. That didn't sit well, and he damn near did it again. He damn near pulled off the same exact move again, and it almost caught Ice Williams again. But Ice Williams was able to have enough wherewithal to kick out and not let the low blow get him once again. A great back and forth matchup. Both men hitting some big moves. Draper a couple times went for that Draper bomb, but at the end, man, Ice Williams caught him with the icebreaker. I mean, dead on caught him with that icebreaker, and it was enough for the 1, 2, 3. These guys are just they are. We talk about it being kind of a matchup of two generations of wrestler, right? The old school, new school, but this really is. These guys are. These
Sorry,
are the
Lucas.
best. That's all right. These are the best of the best, right here. We've got a legend in Rocky Mountain Pro in Draper, and you've got Ice Williams, who is quickly becoming a wrestler. He is like one of the top guys, not just in Rocky Mountain Pro or not in the region, but I think in all the United States. This guy has really started to become just tremendous, and he looks like a damn star. He talks like a star, and he performs like a star. We're watching a big time star in the making against a Draper who is a star. And man, this is not the end, Marky, of this rivalry. I don't believe. Right now it's even. It's 1-1. I think there's going to be more between these two down the line, because I don't think anything was necessarily solved. I think Ice Williams feels that he got a measure of revenge and a little retribution by picking up the win. But man, the competition between these two, I think, is far from over.
No, dude, it's off the charts between Dak and Ice. It is absolutely off the charts. And you got to understand where Ice is coming from here. Like, being the kid stepping up to Dak Draper, that ain't no small potatoes like that. But Ice isn't small potatoes either. He's shown no restraint, but he's also shown like an intelligence about himself. He went right after Damon Ace. He's gone right after Dak Draper. He's not backing down. It's like very similar to the way Izzy is. Very different stages of their career, but they're not backing up. They're not taking L's as like, oh my God, it's over and everything. No. Ice is powering forward. He took that loss at Milestone because Dak kicked the ropes and busted the ice cubes, right? Dak tried it again earlier tonight. He tossed Ice out, and as Ice was getting back in again, Dak went to the ropes to try to bust the ice cubes, and it didn't work this time. I don't know if Ice wore a cup or if he like had some padding going on in there, but that would be smart against the guy that did it the first time. Dak goes for it again. Ice showing resilience and intelligence in what he's doing. And you're right, Lucas. This kid is a star in every means of the imagination, on the microphone, on the camera, in the ring. It just doesn't matter. The kid is showing like he's, what do they used to say back in the day? They're oozing charisma. And Ice has that. And so doesn't Dak. And we've shown and we've talked many times that this is like a then and now matchup. You go back 10, 15 years with Dak Draper's career, and you're going to see somebody very, very similar to Ice Williams right now. Somebody that is on their way up and who is going to get there. There is no doubt of this, that he is going to get there. And matches like this with Dak Draper are only going to help. But Lucas, I completely agree that even though Ice got the win, I don't think it's over because Dak tried the cubes trick again. And I don't think that Dak is going to take the loss very, very nicely. So I do think that we're going to have this game of one-upsmanship in the middle of these things. But Dak has a lot more to worry about right now than Ice Williams. He has a huge match for the RMP championship against Damon Ace 1 week from tonight. That is absolutely massive. Hopefully Ice can kind of like stay out of the way, keep his thoughts composed, and scout Dak some more in like a situation where Dak is fighting a guy like a Damon Ace, who's also very big, who's also ruthless. And this could give Ice a little insight into who Dak is so that he can be even more ready next time. And I'm definitely here for Ice versus Dak Part 3.
All right, let's catch up on some comments, shall we? I know we had Marky over here cracking up once again over a comment I'm sure that Casanova said.
It was a fistful of emojis that
Explained a lot. Let's see.
One way to put it.
Well, we had Hunter back and Lucas up. I believe it was Reyes. Lucas is in a mood. I'm crabby. Pipe down before you incur the wrath of one of us. And then Reyes.
Oh boy, Hunter.
And then Reyes goes, I will not be silenced as long as air enters these lungs. I will monologue. And
does somebody want to fix that for us then?
I had PCX down for the pin last time we were in the ring together, and that was before we had the scales of justice.
It is an impressive move
It is.
for two such young men who are just starting their career. They've come up with an amazing tag team finisher that is devastating. It's like a swinging neck breaker with a power slam. Good night.
All right. We should have a game of what's in Preston's briefcase, says Casanova. And then
He already told us what was in his brief.
and then Preston goes, I'm going to
That's
shoot.
dangerous.
What's dangerous?
Seeing what's in Preston's briefcase, that might be a whole another trial that might be on television.
I'm going to ship you guys a box of tinfoil for all these conspiracies.
That's what somebody guilty of a conspiracy would say too.
I mean, I like conspiracies myself, but eventually, no matter how long it takes, all conspiracies turn out to be true one way or another. Just saying.
More often than not.
Just saying.
Yep.
And then, can we shut Johnny out of chat? Where are the mods? Well, I'm a mod, and I'm
There's
not
no
doing
help.
that.
Yep.
There's
Yeah,
freedom
well,
of
I'm a mod
speech here,
too, yeah.
damn it. There you go.
Right.
Law,
Right, exactly.
Law, and then, let's see, Reyes goes, law office equals ratings, boys. You hear that? Law office.
What?
Law office equals ratings.
I thought it was law office equals rabies, maybe.
That sounds more appropriate, significantly.
And then you're gonna ship them a bottle of Vaseline, Preston. Which I think that's when you started almost.
No, it was the
Losing it.
next one. It was
the
it
next
was
one.
the emoji.
Oh, the
Yeah.
It was the
emojis.
emoji
Yeah.
comment.
What the hell is
Yeah.
that?
When you
The cats and the
Cat feather.
zucchini and
That doesn't even
Yeah,
look like
feather,
a cat.
feather.
Oh,
the
gotcha,
water.
gotcha,
And
gotcha,
water.
gotcha,
yeah,
gotcha.
yeah. Oh,
Johnny,
yeah,
very
yeah.
clever. I see. And then the founder, Yaden RMP, is here. Hello, all. Just gonna give you a heads up. There is gonna be a clip that goes on the socials. It was the chat, not us. Just put it that way. Got Remy D chiming in there.
Hey, Remy.
Oh crap, the boss. Hello, sir.
Up, Yaden.
That was Eric. So once the boss shows up, everybody stays quiet. It's amazing how that works.
Isn't it? Yeah, wicked. Wicked.
Oh man, there's more. Oh, I missed a lot. Okay. Wear gloves and bring a black light. Of course, that was the one I decided to read next. Yep, there we go.
Johnny, you want to roll tonight, homie? You want to roll, baby? Don't stop.
I always knew you guys were.
Don't ever stop.
Oh, I always knew you guys were a bunch of flat earthers.
All right. Where does gravity come from then?
Bingo.
Right.
Preston talks a lot of smack for someone in Banhammer range, says Lady Catherine.
Ooh, scabies. Yeah, that's yeah, scabies. That's worse.
It's not rabies. Damn, that was pretty good, Lucas. Eric actually complimented you.
Yeah.
Look at that.
You know,
Because Yaden's here. Now he's talking like a normal dude. Like
It's
now,
true.
and now everything's fine.
Johnny's with hamsters. We don't need any hamsters, trust me. Rabies, but trade the R for SC. Gotcha.
Yep.
And we're done. All right. And Lady Catherine with an emote. I don't know what that emote is. All right.
Hey, Lady K.
We're
Been a while.
We are officially caught up with the chat, and we can now slowly wind this show down. That is it for episode 454. Final thoughts.
Oh my God, they're very similar to the thoughts that we had last week. Damn it, this was a great show. If the law office just didn't keep screwing it up, influence all over the place, and really rewriting. Yeah, really rewriting what they deem to be future Rocky Mountain Pro history by augmenting the present right now. I see where Preston's coming from, but it's really overshadowing a lot of other good stuff that we got going on right now. Dak Draper coming back here more often. Love to see it. Ice Williams still around, still having great matches. Damon Ace, we haven't really seen him except for that interaction. So there's a lot to unpack of what we're getting next week here. But this week, man, it's just more law office.
I'm already looking forward to next week. Yeah, we've got that title match, Dak Draper versus Damon Ace. We got a Charge Championship matchup as Killer Instinct Kevin Koa challenges Caden Koyama, and we've also got a one-on-one, either one half of Pretty City Express, either Devin Reno or Class takes on Atiba, and if Pretty City Express can come out with a win, they get a rematch against Choppa City for the tag team championship. So man, things are just already it's like milestone is just continuing here.
Right. Right. It doesn't feel like a new season. It just feels like, I'm still coming to get you. Everybody.
All right. Lucas. Well, I know for a fact you guys are going to be having, once again, another busy weekend for Rocky Mountain Pro.
We are. Yeah, tomorrow night we're back at Bierstadt. Yeah. Usually it would be the first Friday, but because last Friday was 4th of July, we're doing it tomorrow. It should be jam-packed as always. It always is. That place just gets wild and crazy every single time we're there. So yeah, we doors open at 8 o'clock, I believe, for seating. Make sure you get there early because it will fill up fast. Show starts at 9 o'clock. So make sure you get there. And then the following night, we are going to be up in Longmont, Colorado at Summit Tacos, 237 Collier Street. Doors open at 7, I believe. Show starts at 8. And Summit Tacos. And both of these shows are going to be Ignition tapings, guys. So there's more to be there for, because Ignition, as you guys saw this past Tuesday, man, Ignition has been just as hot as Charged with that main event we saw, Anaya versus the Vulture, Dustin Urick. So you never know what you're going to see on an Ignition episode. So make sure you get to both shows if at all possible. It's going to be another fun weekend. This month is just jam packed, and we'll talk more about that on Sunday.
All right, and as far as we are concerned, we will be back live, and we will be back on the Rocky Mountain Rewind train coming off of Milestone 5. And I do believe there has been rumors that we might have a special someone on the stream as well.
Oh, yeah.
So, yep. Lucas knows, and you might know. I'm not sure if you were here for it, but we won't spill it, obviously. You guys are just going to have to be surprised on Sunday. And I do believe that as far as myself is concerned, I'm probably going to do a little streaming this weekend, possibly starting tomorrow. And I think there's a possibility that I might be drinking on stream tomorrow, because it's just been one of those kind of weeks. So heads up if you plan on stopping by the stream, twitch.tv/JohnnyDeathDrop. Chill with you guys and play some games maybe, while we sipping on whatever we're sipping on. All right. I think that is...
I've got a suggestion for rating tonight. Our good old friend Over Easy Stevie is
I
on.
saw that. I saw that. That was my plan.
Boy. Wow.
That was my plan.
All righty. Good, we're on the same page then.
Yeah, we're always on the same page. Come on now.
Yep.
I think we are all caught up on everything. I don't think I missed anybody. Stay tuned as my next chapter continues, says Remedy. Oh, never mind. I missed a comment, unfortunately. Eric Reyes, final thoughts. The law office always wins. I look really good in that new gear, and Lucas is bad at his jobs. That was Eric Reyes' final take.
Well, it's a bad take, like usual, so good job at being so bad.
All right. Let's say bye to YouTube and Rumble. YouTube, it's been a pleasure as always, and Rumble, as always, for myself, John Deathrop, Marky Pins, and Lucas Bradwell. We will see you guys on Sunday for the rewind. As always, folks, stay safe, stay classy, and we'll see you on the next one. Take care.